I seriously don't care if you agree or disagree with the information I'm making available through this medium. It isn't open to interpretation or debate. I'm using this medium to convey knowledge. I don't have an opinion about it one way or the other. I'm giving you details about what is. You can either accept this information or reject it. It's your free will choice to accept truth or believe in lies. Faith and belief are prerequisites to the acceptance of falsehoods. To put it another way, if information requires you to believe in it or to make a leap of faith to it, you're being lied to. While I may challenge your perceptions of what you'll accept as reality, I'll never ask for or require your belief in the information that I'm giving you. It's difficult to attain a state of true knowing as a corporeal being in this reality. We have so many limitations. We don't necessarily perceive our senses in this body as being limited because from a certain perspective, well, it's what we're born with. It's what we know. It's what we've always known in corporeal form. Our sense of sight is a great example of how limited we truly are. Most people rely on their vision for everything. We are able to perceive about 0.0035% of the electromagnetic spectrum. The wavelength that we can perceive with invisible light is about 400 to 700 nanometers. This isn't even close to 1% of it. We're virtually blind to most of what's around us in this reality, and yet much of our so-called sciences work within the confines of human perceptions. Just because something falls outside of the range of what we can see or hear doesn't mean it isn't important or doesn't exist at all. It means we're limited. It means we're limited. It means accepting and understanding our limitations in this corporeal form. It means putting your ego on a leash and embracing these limitations. An egocentric will wants to believe it can discern and arbitrate everything. True wisdom comes from the place of knowledge of how little we know and how little we can perceive. When you can come to a place of acceptance with your physical limitations, then you can move forward into a place of knowledge and understanding. Physical senses are not the end-all and be-all of real knowing anyway. If real knowledge came through our physical senses only, then we would be at a severe disadvantage coming right out of the gate. Your dog or cat has a much better sense of smell or hearing than you ever could. A bird of prey can see better than you or I ever could or ever will. Human beings have an advantage over the realm of sensory perceptions. We have the ability to reason. We have the ability to think beyond We have the ability to reason. We have the ability to think. This brings up new problems because we're held accountable by the principle of cause and effect to ethical and moral standards. But once an intelligent being has mastered their ego, cause and effect becomes a blessing and ceases to become a curse. Nothing in our shared reality is ever truly at rest. Solidity is an illusion of our limited perceptions. Solids, liquids, and gases in this reality have molecular structures unique to them. Molecules are composed of atoms. Atoms are nearly totally empty space. Utilizing the principle of correspondence, we can observe our own solar system and know exactly how empty an atom can truly be. When anything with apparent solidity collides in our reality, a hammer against a nail, two rocks in space, this isn't a collision of mass or matter. This is a collision of forces. Motion in our reality is a constant. This is the principle of vibration at its core. Vibration is organized, which gives us the principle of rhythm. Like everything else in creation, vibration is organized. It's so organized, in fact, that it gives rise to the principle of rhythm. What we perceive as reality is in constant motion. It's in constant vibration. Nothing around you is ever truly at rest. If you could look within the molecules and see the interaction of the atoms together, it would look insane. On the surface, it would look chaotic. It would look crazy. It's very well organized. It's like, it would be like viewing solar system upon solar system upon solar system simultaneously. This goes back to the principle of correspondence, as above, so below. Everything around you is composed of atoms. The atoms are the like-minded ones get together and they form molecules. The molecules then get together and form substance. In your case, in the case of the human body, the molecules get together and they react with one another in chemical reactions within cells. This reality is in a constant state of vibration. The atoms are little miniature solar systems. From our perspective, they're miniature solar systems. Through the principle of correspondence, when you move up, our solar system is an atom within the cell that's the universe. The universe, I said this in the last one and during my explanation, my 10-minute explanation of the universe. The universe is a cell. I don't know what kind of body, the universe is a cell in, but it's a cell. We are existing at the atomic level within our universe. So again, getting back to the principle of vibration, our solar system is in constant motion. There are larger bodies like Jupiter, Saturn orbiting our sun. There are smaller rocky bodies like the Earth and Venus that are orbiting the sun, but they're in constant motion. At the atomic level of our universe, our solar systems are atoms in the universe. It's impossible to talk about one principle without bringing other principles into it. It's impossible to talk about one principle in Hermeticism without talking about other principles, without bringing other principles into the discussion, because they're all interdependent. Aspects of one principle govern aspects of another. I mean, the principle of vibration ties right in with the principle of rhythm.